warm good afternoon, dear students. Hope so you are fine and taking due care of yourself. Dear students, welcome to the world of chemistry. As we have started this chapter, the name of the chapter is Matter Around Us Pure? So, first of all, we understood about what is matter. So it is anything that occupies space and have mass is known as matter. Okay, and you know very well the matter is everything that is around us which occupies space and have mass, and basically the matter is made up of small particle that is called atom. Okay, so the classification of atom we studied on the basis of the physical state. Matter is classified into solid, liquid and gases, whereas non-metals on the basis of chemical composition, matter is classified into pure and mixture. Okay, and further pure is divided into element and compound, and element divided into metal, non-metal and metalloid. There is mixture divided into two compound, that is homogeneous and heterogeneous. So here we are studying about the pure and mixture. So pure substance are what? Those substances which do not have adulterant and which is known as pure substance, which doesn't have any adulterant, which is not going to be formed with the help of some mixture. So for example, milk, bread, ghee, jam, these are some of the example. Okay, so then we have studied mixture. Mixture is of two types, homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Basically homogeneous mixture are not visible with naked eye. Particles is not separated, particle cannot separated by filtration method. Mixture is stable, the particle do not settle down, and the path of beam of light is not visible in the mixture. So heterogeneous mixture is the mixture which is visible by our naked eye, and the particles can be separated by filtration method. The mixture is unstable and the path of beam of light is visible on the mixture. So homogeneous mixture is also known as true solution, and true solution is a kind of homogeneous mixture which is made up of two things. Number one, solute. Number two, solvent. Okay, so solute is what? It is that substance which present in lesser quantity, and solvent is what? It is that substance which present in larger quantity. So you already I asked so many time the students, please try to learn science by doing. Okay, I am very much happy with some of the students, those who have done something at home and who sent the video to me. I like those videos very much. So you can also do, you can make the activities related to how to form a solution. What is saturated solution, what is Brownian movement, what is colloids, what is filtration. Okay, today again with the help of this presentation I am going to tell you about the filtration method, how to separate the mixture. So you can do those activities at home. It is very simple activities at our home level. We can conduct these activities. So solute plus solvent is solution, and salt plus water is salty water. This is example. For example, in salty water, the salt is present in less in quantity, and water is present in larger quantity. So less quantity salt is known as solute, and larger quantity solvent is known as water is known as solvent. Okay. So after this, we studied true solution properties. We studied types of solution. There are aqueous solution, solution having water as solvent; non-aqueous solution, solution having substance other than water as solvent. Then saturated solution, it is the solution in which no further solute can be dissolved; and unsaturated solution, it is the solution in which more solute can be dissolved. Okay. So saturated solution, I did one activities, I shown you with the help of activities also. Saturated solution is a solution which cannot dissolve any more solute in a given temperature. The solubility is what now? It is a substance which is in which the amount of solute present in a saturated solution of the substance. The unsaturated solution is the solution which can dissolve some more of the solute at a given temperature. Okay, so then we studied about how to study the concentration of solution. Concentration of solution is what? If anybody is making solution, so it is not like that way ki everybody's solution will be formed with same concentration. So concentration is what? The amount of solute present in a given amount of solvent. It is the amount of solute present in a given amount of solvent. That is called concentration of solution. Okay, in which if suppose 10 gram of solute we are dissolving in 100 ml of water, so it means that salty water become 10%. If I will add 20 gram of salt in a 100 ml of water, so the salt will become 20%. If I will add 50 gram of salt in a 100 gram of water, the water will become 50% concentrated. Okay, this is the concentration of solution. One example we are taking here, as already we have done this. A solution contains 15 gram of NaCl per 285 gram of water. The 285 gram of water is solvent and 15 gram of sodium chloride is salt. Now how we will solve this? This is mass of solute upon mass of solution, and solution, to make solution we need to add solute plus solvent. So dear student, you don't have to do maximum time. I have found that students are doing here mistake. They are although formula they are writing correct, mass of solute upon mass of solution, but while they are doing solvage this numerical, they will do 15 upon 285. The 285 is not solution, it is solvent. So you need to do 15 plus 285, that will be solution. Okay, multiply by 100, so then it become 15 upon 300 multiply by 100. So when once we will do the solution, it will come 5%. Okay, suppose you can see 15 to the 30, 20, 0 cut ho gaya, 2 into 5, so it is coming 5%. Okay, similar way we can do for volume. Now heterogeneous solution, it is of two types. Number one, it is colloidal solution. Number one, it is colloidal solution. Number two, it is suspension. So colloidal solution is heterogeneous mixture of two or more substances. The mixture of starch in water, mixture of egg, albumin in water, milk, and containing dust and smoke is called colloidal particle. So these are heterogeneous mixture, and it cannot be seen with naked eye. The solute particles cannot be separated by filtration method. The solute particle do not settle down by the solution, which is stable. Okay, and the beam of light is scattering through this and forming some Tyndall effect. Tyndall effect, you can see, you can show the Tyndall effect with the help of some activities. So there are some types of colloids: aerosol, foam, emulsion, sol, solid, solid sol. Okay, so after this, suspension was there. Suspension is heterogeneous mixture, two or more substances. Sand in water, solution of chalk powder, it is also heterogeneous mixture. It can be seen by naked eye. Solid particle can be separated by filtration method. The solid particle settle down in the solution, which is unstable. Okay, so after the most important, after this, the suspension can be filtered. So properties of suspension we studied yesterday, and this is the last that we studied yesterday, difference between solution, suspension and colloids. You can learn this from here. Okay, so today we are doing basically how to separate the mixture. Now dear students, you know mixture is the component which is mixed with the two or more than two substances. So how we can separate? Yes, homogeneous substances are difficult to separate, but heterogeneous substance can be separated. So let's start. What is separation? So the component of heterogeneous mixture can be separated by a simple method like hand picking, sieving, filtration. So related to these hand picking, sieving, filtration, I am going to share some videos to you. You can see those animated video and you can understand. Okay, so there are basic techniques, 7 techniques has given, 8 techniques has given in this particular book in your class. That is evaporation, centrifugation, descentation, sublimation, centrifugation, chromatography, and distillation. So centrifugation become 2 times. Okay, so distillation and fractional distillation. So we will study one by one. First is evaporation. The word evaporation is not new for you, dear students. In last chapter also we studied. What is that? It is the process in which liquid is converting into gas. So yes, sometime we need to boil the water just to make it pure. Okay, this method is used to separating a volatile component which is reacting very fast, from the non-volatile component that is reacting very slow. Okay, so you know very well how we are getting salt from sea. Yes, what is there? Suppose for example this is a sea. When sun heat will fall on sea, the sea water, you know very well, sea water is carrying salt. So due to hot heat, water is going to be evaporate, and in the end sea salt is not able to evaporate, so salt remain inside this sea bed. So in this way salt can be get from the sea. Okay, second, ink is a mixture of dye and water. So you can take ink, you can boil it in the small amount of ink and boil it with the gentle heat. Slowly you will see the water is going to be evaporate from ink, and the dye which is present in the dish, that will only left. Okay, similarly we can separate the mixture of sour and water, sugar and water in evaporation. Okay, so for example you have made a salty solution, so very simple you can separate the salt from water by evaporation method. Okay, this is the diagram. Dear students, all of these notes you have to make in a notebook, and you need to note down like with the help of diagram also. Okay, then you will send me. Centrifugation. Second method is centrifugation. It is the method to separate denser particle and lighter particle from mixture by using a centrifuging machine, which is called centrifugation. Now centrifugation is what? I think it is present in lab. This is centrifugation machine in lab. Okay, you might seen in olden days when Shri Krishna, you were watching Shri Krishna. So Shri Krishna also, Shri Krishna was fond of that butter and ghee. So he was fond of that, and his mother, you have seen usually in the serial, she was making the butter by churning method. Churning method is very simple method in which the people are just doing like this way, churning. Yeah, you can see when we are going to mix something very fast, it is going to filter the things. Okay, so churning is the method of separating denser particle and lighter particle from a mixture by using a centrifuging machine, which is called centrifugation. If we take some milk in a centrifugation machine and spin it rapidly, the cream separated from the milk because of cream is less dense than the water. Okay, so dear students, these are some of the method to separate the mixture. So after centrifugation, the best example of centrifugation is separating the butter from milk. Okay, so separation of two miscible liquid. The separation of two immiscible liquid mean when two type of those liquid, those solution which is not going to be mixed. For example, yes, oil cannot mix in water, petrol cannot mix in water, or I can say kerosene is not going to mix with water. So this method is used to separate mixture of two immiscible liquids separated to different layer depending on their density. Okay, and for example, if we take the mixture of kerosene, oil and water in a separating funnel, it forms separate layer as shown in this picture. It is kerosene will on the top and water will be on the bottom. Reason, kerosene have less density, water have more density. This practical I am going to share you with the help of one activity also, so you can perform this at home. So fourth type of separation is sublimation. You know very well sublimation. It is directly conversion of solid into gas. This method is used to separate a mixture of sublimation component from non-sublime component. Like for example, ammonium chloride can be separated from salt by simple heating, in which what is happening, ammonium chloride is going to be converted into gas very soon and the salt is remaining there. Okay, so in this way we can separate. This is the diagram also. Next is chromatography. The word chromatography is related to chrome, and chrome word is somewhere related to color. So it is those substances which is colored substances. We can separate these colored substances with the help of the method, with the help of chromatography paper. So we have blotting paper, chromatography paper. So this method is used for separating colored component from a liquid by using filtration method. Okay, so put a drop of ink near one end of the strip of filter paper, then we will dip it in the end of paper in a test tube and containing water. So you can see ink is a mixture of two or more colored, and the component which is more soluble in water rise faster and get separated. So you can see this type of image inside the water. Then you will come to know this particular color containing how many different colors. Okay, so this also I will do these activities one by one. We will do. Next is distillation. The process of distillation is for two immiscible liquid. Once again, for two immiscible liquid there is separating funnel. My dear student, two immiscible liquid we can do with the help of separating funnel, and two immiscible liquids can be done by miscible liquid can be done by distillation process. Distillation is boiling point. Okay, so this method is used to separating mixture of miscible liquids by boiling the mixture and cooling the condensation of the vapor. It is very simple. It is used to separating by mixture of two immiscible liquids having sufficient differences in their boiling points. If a mixture of acetone which has a lower boiling point than the water, first boil and cool and condense and separate it from the water. So this is the process. By putting this solution inside this, we are going to separate two liquids. Next is fractional distillation. Word fraction mean part. So this is happening in the petroleum. Okay, you know that petrol, diesel, kerosene or any other equivalent of petrol can be separated from each other. It is used to separate a mixture of two or more miscible liquid which have difference in boiling point less than 25 Kelvin. Okay, which has difference in less than 25 Kelvin. This is the difference between distillation and fractional distillation. Distillation is the process where the separation is by more than 25 degrees Celsius, air fraction distance where separation the boiling point difference is between 25 degree. Okay, so this is the process. And separation of component of air, we can separate the component of air like air is the mixture of, you can say, oxygen 60% oxygen, 21% oxygen, 78% nitrogen, and 1% other gases. So air can be compressed by increasing the pressure and cooled decreasing temperature. The liquid air is then allowed to warm up slowly in the fractional distillation column. So it depend on their different boiling point also. Okay, so this is the process. Air can be compressed by increasing the pressure and decrease the temperature. Okay, then after that it can be liquefied. And how it can be liquefied, it allowed to warm up slowly in fractional distillation, and then on this boiling point oxygen can be separated from each other. Last is crystallization process. That crystallization is the process of obtaining pure solid in the form of crystal form from its solution by crystallization process. Okay, so these are the some topic that we have to do today. So dear students, let's rest. Pure substance already we did. Element is most pure substance in which it is divided into metal, non-metal, and metalloid. So you can see the difference between metal, non-metal, and metalloid. And this is the compound. Compound is of two types. So this is very important. You have to write down. Okay, mixture, difference between mixture and compound. So do exercise of question, as now after this your period is on Monday. So on Monday you will send me all the PDF notes of PDF. Okay, so thank you. All the best for your future classes. Thank you. Have a nice day and stay home, stay safe. Thanks for watching this video.